Boy, it feels good to be up here. I'm just kidding. So if you may notice, the weather has just recently changed, and we know when the weather changes in January, the fair's coming. And as one of the board members for the last 17 years, I can tell you that the work that goes in to bring the county fair to life every year is an orchestrated event by several men and women throughout the county through different leadership opposition and different leadership opportunities. But the one man that we know that brings us all together, that works at this fair every day of the year, this fair is not just 10 days, it's 365 days a year, is our fair manager, Danny Alfonso, and we're very, very proud to have him. He does an amazing job for us. He's providing growth and opportunity in our fair and our fair grounds. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Danny. Come on up.
Thank you all for allowing me to come today. I love the fair. I've been part of this fair. My son started showing in 1999 at the fair, and I started there as the barn superintendent for the steers, and I truly love the fair. I retired from the phone company after 32 years of service when I accepted this position, and it was I didn't retire right, let's just say it that way. I'm working a lot more now than I did then, but I truly love what I do. This year, we're celebrating our 109th anniversary of the fair, and our theme this year is Keeping Agriculture Alive in 2025. And our fair is only possible through the support, the efforts of our directors, and the hundreds of volunteers and the financial support that we get from the community. We have 11 different committees that work together to put our fair on each year, and they meet throughout the year. Like Andy was saying, all of our committees, we have meetings throughout the year because you can't just do this in a month. Trust me, it takes a full year to plan the fair. But I want to thank Kiwanis for what y'all did for us last year and again this year. And Ken Christie, please stand up. 2 years ago, the Lions Club came to us pretty soon before the fair, within like a month, and said that they were not going to be able to handle our gates. And for those of y'all that don't know, if you haven't seen the sign-up thing, y'all take care of our gates, all of our entry gates and our south parking. And Lions Club came to us really, really late in the game and said that they weren't going to be able to do that. And Ken, he jumped on board. He met with the Lions Club. We did have some Lions Club that kind of helped transition, but y'all did a phenomenal job last year. We couldn't have the fair without y'all. And I mean, we give back to y'all, but y'all turn around and give it back to the community. So we thank you for that, and thank you for heading that up, Ken. I'm supposed to move this. Would you say the down button? Yes. Okay. We'd like to thank the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, Manatee County EMS, and the City of Palmetto for their support and trying to plan a safe environment with all the things that everything that's out there right now, and I think I pressed it twice, obviously. Yeah, something happened. Yeah, just stop it on slide two. With everything that's the threats that are out there, the different things that are out there, our Sheriff's Department as well as the EMS, we do plan, that's another committee that meets, we do plan to have a safe environment. And then, yeah, we can start on this one. And then this year we are thankful we have sponsors that help us every year. And this year we have 15 gold sponsors, which is $5,000 and up. 16 silver level sponsors, which is $2,500 and up. And we also have 11 bronze level sponsors. And we also have over 100 youth livestock sponsors who've contributed their time, donated materials to help us present the fair. So I think, yeah, okay, so we're caught up now. And we just ask if you would help us thank them by patronizing their businesses. There's a lot of great sponsors, and the thing is, you see a lot of these sponsors, it's not just the fair. They sponsor community events throughout the year, and we again, thank them for that. This year's fair festivities began on November 16th at Palmetto High School Auditorium, where we crown this year's court, and our Miss Manatee County Fair is Rebecca Bennett. Our junior miss is Madison Huffman. Our little miss is Chloe Harmon, and our mini miss is Emily Rose Dorix. And they've already done a good job for us. They represented us last week at the VIP luncheon, but they also went with me as we invited the county at the Board of County Commissioners meeting last week. This year, our last week, as I talked about our VIP luncheon, Mr. Toomey is this year's recipient, and Mr. Toomey is an avid supporter of local agricultural businesses as well as 4-H and FFA exhibitors each year by purchasing steer or swine or both or multiple. Mr. Toomey has been doing that as long as I've been involved, since 1999, and just a very, very, very generous and giving man. He also raises, since I believe it's 1992, he raises funds and actually funds a trip for local students to have an experience of archaeological digs. I think you've had the opportunity to go with him a couple times, Mr. Bokelman. So Mr. Toomey is he's a great recipient, and we're honored to have him. So for those of you who may not know, the Manatee County Fair is put on by Manatee River Fair Association. That is our business name. We do business as the Manatee County Fair, but our mission statement as the Manatee River Fair Association is to promote the agriculture and economic strengths of Manatee County and to highlight Manatee County's rich heritage through the sponsorship of the annual Manatee County Fair and other events throughout the year. And I am so thankful to be able to stand up here and say we're continuing that mission statement. This year, we're proud to have 538 Manatee County 4-H and FFA youth exhibitors in our livestock show. So, yes, there's a lot of development going on, and that does deserve a hand. Yes, our county has changed from when I was growing up, but I am so thankful that we still have a wonderful 4-H program, and our FFA advisors. Their passion are these kids and instilling agriculture in them, and they pour their heart and soul in it, and that's obvious. So we are so thankful for our 4-H and our FFA 4-H and FFA programs, because there are several fairs in the state of Florida that don't even have an FFA program. I go to these fairs and I visit the fairs and I'm going, there's no blue and gold. Where's FFA? They don't have FFA in their county anymore, and their counties have definitely suffered because of it. So have their kids now, and then vice versa. Some of them have FFA programs, but they don't have 4-H. It takes both of those, because 4-H, you start at 8 years old. You can start showing at 8 years old. The FFA programs don't kick in until middle school. So you really need both of them. They feed off of each other. And like my son, he showed through 4-H. He was a FFA member, but he showed through 4-H. So they're just both phenomenal programs. We have 839 livestock animals and 181 plants that they have raised for this year's fair to come out to show, and we're just excited. We did have the beef breeding show. We had the beef breeding show last night. There was a good turnout, even though the fairs were not charging to get in and not all the rides or anything's open. The community still came out and supported that show. And we have another one tonight, the beef breeding show. We have another showmanship show tonight. So if anybody's looking for something to do at 6 o'clock, come on down to the fair. We had 79 beef breeding entries, 118 dairy cattle entries, 58 goats, 13 dogs, 29 horses, 110 FNGLA entries, 84 market steers, 191 market swine, 156 poultry, and 112 rabbits. So that's a lot of animals, but that's a lot of poop to clean up too. It just dawned on me as I was reading it. I was like, oh, we got a mess on our hands. So we'd like to invite you to come out and support them at the shows, but also the livestock auctions. The first livestock auction will be this Saturday. It's the steer auction will happen at 1 o'clock, and then at 6 p.m. Saturday night we have the plant sale, and then the following Saturday, January 25th, we'll have the the swine sale. So, and then the meat pen. Poultry meat pen sale will follow right after that. Okay, there's the auctions. That's what I was supposed to go to last time. Okay, now we're on our daily entertainment. We've got a really, really good entertainment schedule this year. On opening day, we're going to have Bayside Worship. They're going to be performing on the main stage. We're also going to have local favorite, Eric Vaughn. How many people have heard Eric Vaughn? I figured quite a bit. He's going to be performing performing for us on Friday night. And then Saturday, we're going to try something different this year. Our baby pageant, instead of being in the Kendrick Auditorium, which is kind of a small building off to the side that we don't get very many guests to come watch it, we're putting it on the main stage. So if you've been to the baby pageant, raise your hand. Has anybody seen the baby pageant? Okay, so y'all all got to go see the baby pageant. If nothing else, just keep an eye on the deputy because he'll be busy with the show moms that go crazy when their kids don't win. So it's really exciting. What's that? Yeah, no, but we're gonna. And we did move the baby pageant. It used to be on the second Saturday of the fair, and it's a baby pageant. It's the fair baby pageant. I don't know why we didn't recognize them, have it earlier so they could be recognized all week. So this year, we moved it to the first Saturday, and we're moving it to the main stage, weather permitting. That's the key word there, weather permitting. But I ordered good weather for Saturday. Well, actually, for all 11 days. I don't know if I'll get if they'll deliver on all 11 days of good weather, but I did order it. Sunday, we have contemporary Christian artist Josiah Queen. He's going to be performing at 7:30. We're going to have Bayside Worship open for him at 6:30. On Monday, we're going to have Pirate Man Dan and Fritzy's Brothers One Man Circus. They're going to be on the main stage that day. Tuesday, we invite everybody to come out. We're going to continue our tradition of honoring our veterans with our Veterans Tribute. That's going to be at 6 o'clock. That is also Building Stronger Families free night. So it is free to get in from 5 the gates open at 5. It's free to get in. We are asking everybody to bring a canned good. We're taking a collection up for the Manatee County Food Bank. And last year, I think we had like 1,400 pounds of canned goods that we brought in, and I'd love to really surpass that this year. So come on out on free night, thanks to Palmetto Build, and bring a canned good with you. Senior Day is Wednesday, January 22nd. We're going to have a bluegrass band, Highway 41 South. They've performed with us a couple of years now, and they do a really good job. And then on Thursday, the 23rd, we have CMA recording artist Bucky Covington. Does anybody know who Bucky Covington? He was on America's Got Talent. Friday, local Les McDowell, his cowboy camp. He's going to have a couple of friends, and they're going to do a front porch jam, which I'm excited to hear Les and his buddies playing. I think Lance Biddle is going to be joining them from 301 Travelers. And then the January 25th, Bayou Country, they're going to be performing The Music is Credence. So it's a Credence Clearwater revival tribute band, and they are really good. I did get to hear them at one of the conventions I was at, and they do a really good job. And then on Sunday, First Baptist Church Palmetto, they'll be performing at 4, and we look forward to having them as well. Our daily lineup is just as good. We've got the Jurassic Kingdom Dinosaur Show. We have Universal Championship Wrestling. They're coming back. The Barnyard Cackle Review. If you don't get a chance to see that, it's pretty neat. It's they do a little show, but they also, you can go up at any time, go up, push a button, and these chickens will pop up and they'll tell you a joke. And it's pretty funny, I think. I get a kick out of it. I sit there and just keep pushing the button. So the guy got onto me last time, but they're pretty good jokes. We also have the Turnaround Petting Zoo. That's a new petting zoo that we have this year. The Jurassic Kingdom Dinosaur Show, that's a new act that we've never had before. We're also going to have the Florida Ag Experience. We're going to have the Florida dairy farmers are going to have it's called Mary Moo. It's a simulator, a cow simulator. You can go up and learn how to milk a cow. That's neat to teach the public how your milk don't come from Publix. Everybody knows that, right? Yeah, okay, so Purgatory Iron Works. They were here last year. This year they're bringing a woodworking show. It's not just going to be blacksmith, but he's got woodworking, and he threw in they're going to be cooking. They're going to be it's not for the public consumption because it's not inspected, but just smelling it, seeing it, how they cooked in the Dutch ovens back in the old days, and I will tell you, I'll be partaking of some of that. It smelled pretty good yesterday, but that's a new part to this year's fair as well. We also have Magic Man T.J. Hill. He's new. He's never been to our fair. We have Mark Dobson, one-man band. Did anybody remember one-man band? He's the guy that had the drum on the back of his shoulder, and he's moving all these parts. He's very, very entertaining. How he can do all that without tripping, I don't know, but he's very good. We have Pirate Man Dan and his traveling pirate ship, and then we also have Fritzy's Brothers One-Man Circus. So we have a very, very entertaining lineup. And next we have our arts and crafts. Our arts and crafts department received their entries this past weekend, and we have 499 exhibitors with 1,345 exhibits. So they came in on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday was extremely chaotic, but I want to thank all of our different committees. We had livestock setting up in the arena. We had arts and crafts taking their entries. We had the livestock kids picking up their registrations. We had the hay bale decorating contest going on, and we had vendors trying to come in and move their joint. They call them joints. They moving their joints in and get set on their spot. It was. Am I lying? It was by saying it was controlled chaos is what it was.
It was a beautiful horror.
It was. They arrived. But it all worked out. No fights, no problems. We did have a broken water line, but we're not going to talk about that. But I just want to thank all of our committees that work together to make everything go smooth. We plan for it to go smooth. Nothing ever goes as planned. But just want to thank the arts and crafts. Each area worked very, very well together. We have several contests again. Like I mentioned, the hay bale contest. We also, the baby contest, the Sunrise Kiwanis corn dog eating contest. That's the first Saturday at 5 o'clock. And then 18th annual charity barbecue contest. That's on Saturday the 25th. Anybody want to enter the hog calling contest? We have one of those. That's going to be on the January 20th, also in the arena. And then we also have the whip popping contest. So the firefighters are going to look to retain their title. Last year, the firemen actually beat the sheriff's department for the first time in the donut eating contest. You should have seen that going. Sheriff Wells was not happy. He said that won't happen again. So, oh, there's a contest. And then this year we are very, very happy to announce we have a new Midway and a new Midway experience. Bell City was our provider for. It was bluegrass shows, and then Bell City purchased bluegrass shows. And they have been, Bell City was our Midway provider for 40 years, I believe. Well, they're no longer in business. And Straight Shows is a family that's been in the industry for 102 years. They started in 1923, so we're starting their 102nd year. But they are very, very well known in the industry, not just for their rides, but for how they take a unique approach to each and every fair that they go to, and they want us, they whatever experience we envision, they make happen. So I'm excited that the skyline is going to look completely different. You know, the Ferris wheel, always up on the front right. Not this year. It's all the way in the back. So it already looks really good. In the interactions that I've had with them, anything that we have asked for, not even asked for, just mentioned in passing, they've done. They've been a true great partnership, and that's the reputation that preceded them, and they are who I thought they were. So we're very, very, very excited for them. Last but not least, lots of food. Who likes food? We have all kinds of food. This year we do have a new cinnamon roll station. It's going to be right out in front of Veterans Hall. We brought in a new tater tot. There's several different vendors. I don't want to leave somebody out, but there's several different vendors, but we have all of the normal ones that we've had for the past few years. So, and just in closing, we know the economy is pretty tight. Everything else is going up. We did not increase any of our tickets prices on the gates or parking, and we are very, very happy to have that. Last but not least, if you have, will you hold one of those up for me? We have several of these banners if you have a storefront that you want to take that, and we also have the tabletop tents on the table. If you want to take those and take those with you, please feel free to do so. Thank you again for allowing me to come out 2 days from now and help us as we keep agriculture alive in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. It is a Kiwanis tradition to give our speakers a golden ruler to measure your future success.
I would also like to present Madison with a golden ruler to measure her future success. Didn't she do an awesome job today? Yeah. I'm going to let you finish it off.
Please, that's next meeting. Do I say that?
Please join us next week.
Okay. Please join us next week as we welcome Matt Walsh from the Observer Media Group. Have a great day. Meeting adjourned.